Trev, the time has come, my friend.
Mexico time.
All right. We're gonna be heading out to New Mexico today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Try to go after some Meriams. Not sure how lucky we're gonna get, but
we're gonna give it hell.
Definitely gonna work our asses off.
There we go.
What
you got there, Lance?
Decoy.
Collapsible
decoys.
Really?
Okay. Well, it's avian, so you know it's good.
It is avian. You got a little bag or something. I hadn't opened it.
I like that.
Find that, but not no TSS anymore.
You don't look like you're ready, Lance.
I'm ready. This is the back of the truck loaded down.
Although that says 4:57, it's actually 3:57 in the morning, ain't it, Nick?
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, guys. All right, so we are in Hobbs, New Mexico, heading out towards the unit right now. We're gonna try to get there before sunrise and hopefully catch some birds before they get off the roost. That's the plan, at least. We got like a 2.5 hour drive to go, so we'll see if we can get there in time.
Hell yeah. New Mexico, public land.
Let's go.
Hard to steady.
Yeah.
About a mile in, huh, Lane? So we're already
stripping.
Already stripping.
We already found some tracks, so
yeah, we did.
We're a step further than we were when we went to Louisiana, when we couldn't find anything at all. So we're doing better.
Well, that's true.
Well, I need to be like north of see how
Nick, how is it so far?
Air's thin, that's for sure.
Lance hauled ass up this mountain.
Just waiting on them to get their breath. Legs get to hurting.
They do.
I start tumbling with all this weight.
I think what we can do is just kind of walk the ridge line as we loop around, and we'll call down into each one of these drainages.
Definitely saw less and less turkey sign the higher in elevation that we got.
Yeah. Well, as we got higher in elevation, you notice the tree.
Yeah.
The size of the trees start dropping. We're more in these cedars than we are in the pines, and I think that has a lot to do with that. About to that ridge top though.
I'm about to it.
Just think this is a low wind day. Wait
Yeah.
till we get the high wind days.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to see any or hear anything.
What do you got here, Nick?
Turkey scratch.
Turkey
I mean, for
scratch.
sure.
Oh yeah, I'd say that's for sure a turkey scratch. We've already seen a couple of tracks down this finger, so this might be a spot one of us sets up tonight just to see if we can locate a turkey. We found the first little bit of water that we've seen since we ducked into this piece of the national forest. Nick, what do you think about it all?
I think this is terrible turkey habitat.
Could be.
I like the way that looks down there. The mirror, all this stuff. In here. Recording on the cell phone right now. About to jump into this little finger that we saw on the map. It looks pretty good. It's got some pretty tall trees. About 5:22 on our first day out here. We've seen some good sign in this area. Haven't heard any gobbles yet, so we're all splitting up this afternoon to try to cover more ground and see what happens here. So we're in on this trail about a half mile, coming up this dirt road. Doesn't look like it gets used much, but did come across my first sign of turkey. So that's a good sign at least. Looks like they're heading in the opposite direction of what I had, but that could be pretty fresh. It's about 7:30 now. Ran across a lot of turkey tracks and some good sign, but I have not heard a gobble yet. I guess we're gonna start backing out of here and just do some locator calls on our way out. See if we can drum something up. I'm kind of surprised. I thought we'd at least hear some gobbles, but not a lot of water in this area that we started hunting in. That could be an issue. But we're seeing a lot of turkey tracks. So if we can't roost one tonight, tomorrow morning we'll see if we can go down south a little further into the national forest. So we'll see what happens.
It's day 2. It's like 9 o'clock. Got a little bit late start. We actually packed up camp, completely moved canyons. We're about, 5 miles from the previous drainage that we were in. ton of sign in the previous, but there's a lot more cedars than it was like pines like this. So this seems to be a lot better habitat. We're gonna hike in here a few miles and see if we can't turn one up. I'm pretty sure it's gobbler scat. I mean, I'm no expert in the subject matter, but that looks fresh. I could be completely wrong. Somebody in the comment section will definitely correct me.
It looks like turkey poop to me.
I mean, that's a good sign. If it is turkey scat, yeah, I would say. We'll just keep working this trail, calling into each one of these little fingers and
get to that pin, set up for a little bit maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe eat a snack and just kind of assess from there.
Okay.
Walking this way.
That open land, I think they're gonna be out plucking around.
So those birds you saw were right in here.
Yeah, they're out in open land.
So let's just get up here, we'll hang a left and let's book it. Alongside.
Oh my god. That's what we call a turkey dusting.
It's everywhere. You can see they're rolling. You think anybody will hear it when it falls?
But that motherfucking town, I saw the barbecue place.
About 6:40 on April 27th. We got up here last night, about 8,000 feet up on this mountain, and we found a little shelf, a nice little flat area up high on this mountain. Trying to find these turkey. I mean, hell, there's sign everywhere. We found a big dusting with a bunch of feathers in it. Unfortunately, today and tomorrow the winds are getting pretty bad, so it might be really tough to even hear a gobble. Pretty surprised, honestly. Morning number 3 for us, and haven't even heard a gobble. I don't know, it's tough hunting these birds right now.
It's a tad windy, just a little bit. So, had my wife send us we have no signal where we're at. Had my wife send me a little snapshot of the weather for the next few days, and we're looking at 55-mile-an-hour gusts from here until midnight. And it's like, what, 9 o'clock probably, right about now. It's gonna be very windy. We're trying to get down in these little drainages where it's not quite as windy. We're on day 3 and we've yet to hear a gobble, so not great.
No, it's been tough.
But we're trying to keep a PHA and stay after it. I think this afternoon we may do a little road scouting, see if we can't maybe check out a couple more drainages since it's so windy and not burn a ton of calories and let the truck do the walking for us. And then thankfully on Monday, so today's Sunday, tomorrow the wind will kind of start dying down, and then Tuesday it's showing for almost no wind. Just gonna have to get through today. It's gonna be a little rough. There's just no other way to slice it. So
you're probably going to town a little later.
Maybe go in town, get some pizza, you know, something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't hate that idea. You know,
it's pretty windy at camp here. Nick had to come up with a solution to get our eggs going for today.
Chef Nick on duty. You know, just drop the egg in there. That's all right.
Nick,
That's crazy.
it's windy, dude.
You know, a turkey gonna hear a gobbler call? There's no way. Dust storm rolling in. Look at this.
So hazy. It's been very windy today. It's been very windy today. I think the weather report was saying about 50-mile-an-hour gusts. For us, just a little update. It's 5:35 p.m. on day 3 for us out in New Mexico. Went out this morning, did not see a turkey, did not hear a turkey. Nick left his shotgun somewhere.
Shh, don't tell them that.
That was an entire debacle. Trying to find his, what camo is that? That's Bottomlands shotgun. Of course. Just got lucky, ended up stepping right on top of it, so that was a nice find. Kind of got our spirits back up there. We ran into a buddy that Nick met through Go Hunt, and he was kind of telling us that he heard some gobbles in there, and then whenever we met up with Lance, he said he heard a couple of gobbles. So Nick and I decided to head up into the same area just now, maybe about an hour ago. It was about 4 o'clock, right? Anyway, we're running into a ton of sign. We get up onto this ridge where we can see down through the trees. Nick spots a jake. You know, nothing crazy, a little 3-inch beard. Honestly, if he came up to us, I probably would have taken him out. I think he caught our movement as we were getting down, because as I popped back up over the hill, we couldn't see him anymore, so he must have buggered off. But we did see a turkey today, at least. We have decided to bail on the spot that we were going to camp at this evening. Pack up camp, bring everything over to this other area. I'm hoping we can get back just before roosting time, but we'll see.
Morning number 4 for us out here in New Mexico. Nick and I sitting on this little turkey spring.
Nick, give us a recap on this morning's hunt.
More like a hike. Let's see here. We got up at 5:30 this morning. Hiked. It's about 0.6 of a mile. You know, last night we saw Jake down in there. We decided to come in here before daylight, set up on it. We sat there for 3 hours and didn't hear or see anything. And then hiked up the drainage, a few hundred feet in elevation. It's just littered with sign. There's more turkey scat and tracks than I've probably ever seen. But for now, I think we're gonna head into town and kind of recharge the batteries and then probably just dive right back in here. There's that much sign that I feel like if you spend enough time in here, you're gonna get one. I think that is the play.
Yep. We're kind of changing tactics here a little bit because past 3 days we have been on the boot, basically, all over these mountains.
Hiking average of 7 miles.
Over 7 miles a day. Probably about 1,000 feet in elevation difference between each of those. Yeah. So we've definitely been putting on the miles, and today's a little windy. Tomorrow's supposed to be very calm. Hopefully we can get it done. I'd like to at least hear a gobble.
Yeah, at this point we haven't even heard a gobble. We've seen multiple turkeys, but they are not gobbling for whatever reason, whether it's the pressure, the high winds.
Yep.
Haven't quite figured that part out yet.
We're gonna get out of here, go to town, and check back in with y'all later.
Yep.
It's about 1:45 p.m. on Monday. Just got back from going into town. Got a little bit of rest in there. I'm gonna try to hike up into a new area that we haven't been up into yet. Looks pretty good. See if we can drum anything up. Haven't heard any gobbles yet, but I found this nice little source of water here. There's some turkey tracks going all through it. Some turkey tracks on the trail leading up to it. So this could be a good spot. I don't know. We'll have to see if we can roost a bird over here tonight. So we probably only walked about another 20 yards past that water source and already seen some pretty good sign.
See anything, so I don't know.
I guess we can probably head down this ridge.
I mean, from what I can tell, it's empty. That's all we can go off of.
Yeah, we'll just still sneak in there slowly.
All right, let's head back. Pretty sure there's no turkey left in this canyon. They've either been killed or pushed out. One of the two. I don't know. We've sat on this hole for 2 solid hunts now, so about 6 hours in total. We still have yet to hear a gobble, which is insane. I think this late in the season, the birds are just pressured. I think they may be call shy and just not wanting to play ball. And that's just the way it goes. It's supposed to be really calm tomorrow, which is our last day. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get one roosted early in the morning. We may try a new area. Well, an area we've been to previously. Go back in there. We're in the bottom of the 9th. It's been rough, but fun.
Nick, give us a little update this morning.
It's cold.
It's really cold.
It's like 30 degrees.
It is Tuesday, which is our 5th day out here in the field. It's probably about 5 a.m. right now. We went around the canyon that we're currently camped in trying to roost a bird last night, and we couldn't get anything gobbling. So I don't know, it might just be like what Nick was saying yesterday, you know, these birds might be pretty pressured already and have gotten call shy or just moved kind of out of the canyon. We're actually going to drive over to a canyon that we camped in a couple of days ago and try to roost over there, because it did seem like good habitat. It's just it was so windy that we couldn't really get any roosting done. We're about to head over there after we can get some of this coffee in us. This is the morning of day 5. Heard our very first gobble.
So it's 7:30 now. Like Trev says, morning of day 5. We've been battling pretty high winds. The last 2 days, it was blowing anywhere from 20 to 50 miles an hour, gusts of 50. Today is the calmest day of the trip. We drove from the canyon that we were camping in around to the other side, so we're in a different canyon. We stopped, 150 yards from private, just got into public, hammered a crow call, and heard our first gobble of a week-long trip. And made a play on them. Obviously, we weren't super successful, but in my book, it was pretty successful to finally get on a bird and have an actual hunt.
Yeah.
That we...
I mean, we've basically been scouting the past 4 days.
It's been a week-long scouting mission, if you will. But I mean, with the wind, you couldn't hear, 30, 40, maybe 50 yards at most. I mean, we've been averaging 7 miles a day, over 7 miles a day. It's been a long 5 days of hunting. We're worn out.
We are. I will say, I think even without getting a turkey down, we got a ton of pins dropped out here.
Oh yeah.
We learned a lot. Hell, this morning we learned these birds aren't getting down from the tree until 6:35. And we honestly, we had plenty of time to probably get set up a little more properly. We set up maybe 50, 60 yards away from his roosting tree, but we were down in elevation from him. And the way he pitched off of that tree was same elevation. He basically sidestepped over to another little bench.
Knowledge we can use for next year. I mean, you gotta think, we came into a unit, an area that we've never been before. We've never stepped foot in this unit.
No.
Let alone hunted turkey outside of Texas.
Yeah,
and so
I mean Louisiana, that doesn't really count.
We did try Louisiana. I don't know if I'd call that a hunt.
Honestly, this was a decently fun hunt, although we did a lot of scouting and the wind kind of messed us up a little bit. Like, it was a pretty fun hunt. It's a gorgeous property. We got to meet some people too.
Met some great people.
Giving us some good information
yeah.
out here.
It's nice to meet people out here on public that are willing to help you try to be successful, and you share knowledge, and that's what's great about the hunting community. I mean, you have a few bad apples here and there that you hear about, but overall, I think the hunt community as a whole is, wants to stick together and help each other be successful. We're all out here for the same goal. Not everybody's going to be successful. That's just part of it, and the ones that are, congratulations. I mean, you had to work for it. We're going to go home unsuccessful this trip, and that's okay. Ton of knowledge gained, and at the end of the day, I think that's the big thing. We had a good time, spent 5 days in amazing country.
I think our next trip out will probably be, hopefully be more successful.
Right. Well, that's it, guys. I think that's a wrap for New Mexico. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We really appreciate the support. Drop us a like, smash that follow button. All the things that the kids say, do those. And we'll have some more videos out at some point in the future. So